All right, we're here with Joe Surratt, the head football coach at Central High School, and it's a new thing, just the second year of football there, first year now of varsity. How exciting has it been to jump in on the ground floor and get a new program started?
Oh, it's fantastic. I think the biggest thing that I've been the most exciting part is seeing the community, how the community is engaged in our program, in our school, and really, kind of, if you will, ride the wave into the football. So they're seeing a lot of growth, but a lot of community excitement too.
Of course, you came through the area, played at Pace, played at Florida State. When you look back at those days, how much do you draw from that and what you learned coming up?
I think that's what I draw from the most. I mean, I had the opportunity to play for some great coaches, with Mickey Lindsay being really a staple in football here in this area, and then of course a staple in the college realm with Coach Bobby Bowden. And so, to me, I draw on that, but I want these boys to have those experiences in some way, shape, or form. So, I think that I draw on it tremendously.
What's been the challenges as you try to start a new program and you try to put all the pieces in place and get the athletes out? What's the biggest challenges to make this happen?
Sure. I think at the end of the day, you're going to have a lot of irons in the fire. And one of, the challenges, of course, is having the facilities. And so that's something that I've been really grateful for from our superintendent. Really provided us an opportunity to have a field and building, putting play clocks in and having a stadium seating brought in, and so we can have those community members come and enjoy a home game that we're going to have this year for the first time.
So what did you learn? You played a season last year. It was a JV season. What did you learn?
Correct. Yeah, I learned that we don't know very much about football in Allentown, but they're very anxious to learn and want to know more about it, and they want to be successful at it. I mean, you got to think the people that come from there are hardworking. It's a hardworking farming community with a mix of people that are moving up in that area. I mean, it's North Milton, North Pace area.
So what's realistic? Your first varsity season this year. What's the schedule look like, and what's kind of realistic for what you're hoping for?
Yeah, I think we realistically we're going to have a handful of challenges on that schedule. But I think that it's nothing that we can't go out and have a close ball game. I think that we have a lot of talent that's come into the program, and I think that if we can work our tails off and really put the effort in, we could have some really close games at the end of the fourth quarter.
All right, on offense, what kind of offense are you going to run, and who are some of the standouts you have there?
Yeah, offensively, we're going to run a multiple offense. A lot of people will look at it as a wing T, but it'll be a multiple offense. And then, heading that, we'll have a couple, of course, our offensive linemen led by 2 or 3 seniors, and we have a young quarterback, but we'll have some great talent there in the running back position. So it's going to be exciting.
All right, how about defensive side? What do you got over there?
Defensive side, of course, with us being a small school, we're going to be a lot of the same guys, just flipped over. So we're really a Iron Man football, I guess you would say, and so these same guys are going to flip over when the whistle's blown, and we'll be playing on the defensive side at linebacker. We'll have a couple seniors that are stepping into a role that they haven't had before. And then at D-line, we should be pretty strong.
Central has a strong athletic tradition. It hasn't been football there before, but, I've seen the basketball program, what they've done, baseball program, and other programs as well. How much is that helpful to you as you maybe rely a little bit on the guys that have been there as you try to build this up?
Yeah, and that was something that it was enticing about the opportunity at Central. They've had a competitive basketball team as well as baseball, but when you look at it, even growing up, you talked about culture and talked about where you come from and how much I draw on my past. I can remember even playing for Coach Bowden and Jimbo Fisher, that they would have guys that played basketball, and it so closely relates. Yeah. And so that athleticism that we have on the basketball court translates really well onto the football field, and so we've really, dug into that.
You long time as an assistant at just some different places, Navarre, Tate, Jay. What were the lessons you learned as an assistant there? Obviously, you have the great tradition from when you were a player, but being on staffs, what did you take from that as you kind of push forward with
Well,
this?
every one of them has been unique. Every coach that I've worked under had their niche, and one that I could draw from with Jay Walls there as the head coach at Navarre. He was very disciplined and very structured in how he ran his teams, and I think the success they've had over the past decade at Navarre shows. I had the opportunity to go and coach under Jay Lindsay at Tate High School. Well, he's got a very solid mindset as far as play calling and how, so very creative, and so I've been able to draw on those as a coach and really learn from those guys, and I think that's going to help us.
Really, this whole area. I mean, with this media day today, you saw all the guys that were here, the experience, the levels of programs. How special is that? Just the kind of programs we have around here and the kind of coaches we have around here.
Yeah, I think sometimes it's overlooked. But when you look at it, if we could ever, we get around the bend. I mean, I look at guys like teams like this year with Coach Adams and that Catholic team. Yeah. Wow, they're impressive looking. And even walking around. We've got some athletes, and there's a lot of opportunity for success here, and the amount of coaching experience around this area is impressive. So it's going to be like every year fun to watch and to see how it all kind of plays out.
It's an exciting new adventure for you, Joe.
That's right.
Good luck with it. Thanks for
Thank
talking.
you. Yes, sir.
Okay. Good to
all
see
right,
you.
man. You too.